The #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs. The 8th-ranked Crimson Tide of Alabama. One unbeaten, one with only one loss on their season. It's a packed house. There's a lot of red and black and a lot of crimson and cream in here. Welcome, everybody. I'm Brad Nessler. My partner's Gary Danielson, Jenny Dell down on the sidelines. Well, partner, everybody wants to win a conference championship when the season begins. You get to this point, you go, okay, it's right there in our grasp. But when these two teams, these two programs get together, it's bigger than that.
It really is. Every SEC championship that I've ever done, the last 17, the winner of this game got in the playoffs. I assume that's going to happen today. But the stakes seem so much higher. Alabama, with their record 6 championships under Nick, national championship under Nick Saban. And how about Georgia? They're going for college football immortality.
I know it's a half century ago, but it's like Ali and Frazier's trilogy a little bit.
Right.
I think one of the funnest things we've had to be part of this year is the maturation of the two quarterbacks, Jalen Milroe and Carson Beck.
I think you're 100% right. Going into this season, the biggest question marks in all of the SEC was who was going to play quarterback for these two franchises. Would they be good enough? Well, they have been good enough. They don't play exactly the same. Carson Beck, the trigger man, kind of stands on pitcher's mound, throws the ball. Jalen Milroe, after about 4 games, when he found himself, he has been almost impossible to stop. 2 of the best, most productive quarterbacks in college football.
One of the best football players in America has been a little bit iffy. Brock Bowers hurt in the Vanderbilt game. He came back after tightrope surgery in 26 days. We watched him warm up. He looks like he's ready to go.
He does. I think that he is obviously going to give it all he can in this game. 2 years ago, he was amazing against Alabama in this game. Looked at like McConkey's going to play. We'll look at Ra Thomas. Those are their 3 best receivers, the most productive players in their offense.
370 career receptions for those 3 guys. When you talk about players all over the field that could make a difference, I don't know. They're countless.
Yeah, it could be anybody. Let's start, though, with Alabama's pass rush. I think they have to do that, and they've got a pair, #1 and #2 in the SEC in quarterback pressures. Dallas Turner has 50. Chris Braswell has 49. They must be a factor in this football game, and I don't see how Alabama could win. But, Ness, you're right. The difference in these two football teams is there are great elite football players all over the field, and we're going to have the pleasure to watch them.
These are the 2-time defending national champion Georgia Bulldogs. Here they come. And walking down the tunnel and strolling in from Tuscaloosa, they'll be considered the home team today. The last team to beat Georgia 728 days ago. Nick Saban and the Crimson Tide of Alabama. Woo! We're almost ready. But first, 3rd member of our team on the field is Jenny Dell.
Well, we got 2 quarterbacks making their first SEC championship start, and with history on the line, Carson Beck told me that the Georgia Bulldogs had 2 ways to approach this matchup. Either protect or attack. He said they're not trying to protect their 29-game win streak. They're going to attack this matchup. Now for the Crimson Tide, I asked Jalen Milroe, how can this Alabama squad beat Georgia? And Milroe responded, Jenny, the question should be, how can this Georgia team beat Alabama? Now all season long, Bama's motto has been blank. Let all naysayers know. They want to remind everyone Alabama should be respected. And guys, we've got our popcorn ready for this one.
We are ready for this game, Jenny. Mercedes-Benz Stadium is electric. The SEC Championship on CBS, presented by Dr. Pepper, is sponsored by The Home Depot, Google, Aflac. Championship game, which is at hand. Georgia won the toss and deferred. Undefeated in conference play. Only the second time that's happened, believe it or not. Georgia 12-0. Alabama 11-1. The mentor against the man he maybe taught too well. Nick Saban and Kirby Smart were underway. And this one's going to go
as a great
out of bounds and a flag down. So it will come out to the 35.
Yeah, great play by Kendrick Law. You keep 1 foot out. That's enough to get it to penalty.
Free kick. Out of bounds. Kicking team. The ball we placed at the 35-yard line. First down.
Just already a smart play right here.
You don't have to worry about how it bounces. If you take 1 foot out and 1 foot in, it's a penalty.
Smart play.
Yep.
All right, partner, you ready?
I'm ready. Hey, you know what? I've had a lot of big games, but this one has as big a feel as I've ever done.
Jalen Milroe brings out the Tide offense with good field position already. With that kick going out of bounds. The redshirt sophomore out of Katy, Texas. Roydell Williams in the backfield with him. Fakes it to him and wants to go deep on the first pass. Almost intercepted. Milroe slipped a little bit and the ball came out funny.
I think he got hit as he let it go and it tipped. Zion Loud, number 96, I think got pressure in his face. Did he tip it? I think he did.
You called it. And on the other end, it was almost intercepted by Javon Bullard.
Well, nobody's been better throwing deep passes, but that time, Logue did the job on the deflection.
This is Roydell Williams trying to get to the outside. Maybe got 2. That's about it. The Crimson Tide offense, he's going to have to carry a load today because Jace McClellan in play. And Williams will have to carry the load along with Jan Miller and Justice Haynes in the Alabama backfield.
The discipline of this Georgia defense, they on the fly substituted. Got their pass rushers on the field.
On a 3rd down and 7. From the 38. Milroe trying to direct traffic and try to get Niblack in motion and does. And he settles in on the slots. Low snap, 3rd and 7. Milroe plenty of time and now running out of it. And he's going to be dragged down way back at the 32 by Jalen Walker.
You know, there's a lot of talk about a spy can't handle Milroe, but